Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another DC comic review, and in this DC comic review, to which this is going to be the first part, I'll be covering Black Adam, the Justice Society Files, Hawkman, and Batman 89 issue 6. So I'll get things ready to prepare for the first one that I'll be reviewing. So the first one I'll be reviewing is the Black Adam Hawkman Files, or the Black Adam Justice Society Files on Hawkman. And jumping into first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's connected inside of the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10, and I really like the cover here. So now it's time to move into the internal art, as well as what is also happening in regards to the story. So as things begin, we have the character of Hawkman, who's made his appearance in this particular comic, and we've got the character who will be, I think, made the Grey Ghost earlier, or later on in the story. And of course we've got the appearance of Nth Metal, and of course Carter Hall. I'll now move towards the middle of the story. And as we start to move towards the middle of the story, we've got the character once again of Hawkman, and he's also seeing a reflection of Dr. Fate here. And last but not least, jumping towards the end. And as we jump towards the end, we see something happens to one of the characters. And Hawkman Returns. I must admit, I think the backstory in this is a little bit better than the main story. I'm just saying. So for the internal art, I really quite liked it, to which I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to move to the story rating, to which first things first, did we get any indication of time when this takes place? No, we didn't. What about location? None of that at all. So the person writing this really needs to get their act together, because if you can't deliver these things in a story and do it consistently, your work's gonna suck. I'm telling you bluntly, it's gonna suck. It's gonna stink. But in regards to the area of the cast of characters, we had the character of Hawkman, we had Dr. Fate, and a connection to Intergang, and the person who plays a part in being the Grey Ghost. I forget his character's name because the writer was really bad at indicating it as to who was who. To which I gave this story an overall rating of 5 out of 10. Now it's time to move on to Batman 89. So, as we begin on the next comic to be reviewed, it is Batman 89 issue 6. So, first things first, does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside with the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give it a 7 out of 10. I'll now move into showing some of the internal art around the beginning, middle and end, to which you'll actually get to see some of the things that are happening in relation to the story. And then eventually, after giving the art rating, the story rating. So, as this story begins, we start to see Batman, Two-Face of this world. And of course, the new character who plays the version of Robin, of course, Selina Kyle. As we start to jump towards the middle of the story, we have Bruce Wayne saving Harvey Dent, Two-Face, with the help of Selina Kyle, to which things happen to go awry, and we see the death of Harvey Dent, Two-Face, in the Batcave. And last but not least, moving towards the end of the story, to which we have the character who's somewhat playing the new character of Robin in this run. and also, of course, Selena eventually leaving her way. So, for the internal art, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Now it's time to move into the area of the story. Did we get any comic references? No, we didn't. Now, let's move into the next thing. Did we get any indication of time as to when things take place? Lazily written by the writer, but still put into the story, and it was put down as later. No indication of when it took place, like AM, PM, midday, midnight, just no bloody idea. It would help with a story like this. With the locations, we had the Bruce Wayne Foundation, which made an appearance in this. The cast of characters consisting of Two-Face, Batman, Catwoman. We also had Drake, who also plays the role of Robin. In this version, we had Commissioner Gordon, and last but not least, Alfred. To which I gave this story a 6.5 out of 10. Well, until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.